Hi students, okay, today we're going to have a new chapter, which is chapter 20, Nets and Construction. For the net part, we will give you some project, okay, and your teacher will explain in detail about that, okay. And for the construction part, okay, so this is what the video mainly for, okay. So in this video, you will learn on how to use the straight edge and compasses to construct the midpoint and perpendicular bisector of a line segment, okay. The second one is a bisector of an angle. So basically for this topic, you need to have a lot of drawing, okay. So that's why I put it like this, okay. There's the three things very important that you need to have, okay. This is what we call as a compasses. So compasses having 2 point. One is a drawing point, and this one is what we call as the needle point, okay. You need to have a ruler, okay. And then of course all drawing need to use pencil. Don't you ever try to draw using pen, okay. All right. And okay, so before we continue, there's a few things that I want you to recall. Okay, do you still remember what does it means for parallel line? Okay, so parallel line basically is a line, like a set of line in a plane which do not meet, okay. Okay, all right. So this is an important thing. Line in a plane which do not meet. Okay, so I provide a few example here. So this is basically the example. You have a set A and set B. Okay, you see there's an arrow that facing to the same direction. So we call this set of line is parallel to each other. Same goes with B. Okay, but this line, the last one, okay, it seems to be parallel, isn't it? But there is no arrow indicated. So we not consider it as a parallel line. Okay, please keep in that in your mind. Okay, next we have what we call as a perpendicular line. Okay, you see, I already revealed the 90 degree. Okay, now perpendicular line basically two line which meet at the right angle. Right angle is what we call as 90 degree. Okay, now so basically this how should be the line. Okay, this you have a line segment like this. Okay, this is what we call the line that perpendicular to this line segment. Okay, so these two lines connect with each other in at a right angle. Okay, this is 90 degree. It doesn't mean this line need to be in the middle. It can be the other at the end of it. Okay, as long as it need to be 90 degree, because that is what perpendicular line means. All right, so now let's move to the main agenda for today's videos. Okay, you need to learn on how to draw the midpoint and perpendicular bisector of a line segment. What is line segment? Line segment is basically, okay, a part of a line. Okay, so here is the question asking you to construct using a pair of compasses, and a ruler. See, you need to have these two. Without this, you cannot draw. All right. Then they ask you to draw by perpendicular bisector of 8 centimeter line. So here, I already draw 8 centimeter using pencil. Okay, remember, please use pencil. Make sure your pencil is dark enough for your teacher to see. Okay, all right. So this one is exactly 8 centimeter. Okay, I measure is exactly 8 centimeter. Okay, you see? All right. Now, use your compasses. Now, your compasses, the length of your compasses can be adjusted. So what you need to do, you need to stretch it until the size of this compasses, the length of these compasses, okay, this is what I said, the length of compasses, the length between the needle point to the drawing point need to be at least more than a half. You see, it's more than a half. You can even make it bigger also, but then your drawing will be bigger. Okay, so I put a needle point at the end of this line. Okay, then I make a big curve. Okay, make sure your curve, the line that you draw is very clear. Okay, like that. You see, you only touch this part. Okay, and then move your drawing part. Okay, and then I'm not changing the length of these compasses. Again, I repeat again, I put at the end of this line, and then I draw another curve. Okay, the main reason you draw like this, you need to see the intersection between the two curves. So there is a point here that you need to connect with the line. Okay, all right. Like that. Okay, you see now. So this one is already perpendicular bisector. Bisector means you cut it into two sides. So this one line, you cut it into two sides. So you, by drawing this, you will confirm get the same length of a segment. This one from here to the middle and from middle to the end. You will have the same length. Okay, let's check. So this part, you're having about 4 centimeter. Another one, also 4 centimeter. You see, 4 plus 4 become 8 already. This is what means by perpendicular bisector. Just now you understand perpendicular line is 90 degree, right? So you're creating 90 degree here. So if you measure using your protractor, you will see there's a 90 degree confirm. Not low, not more, not less. Okay? You see? Confirm 90 degree there. Okay? 90 degree line. So this is perpendicular bisector. Okay? Alright, so let's try one more point. One more question. Okay, so find the midpoint of the line below. Okay, I forgot to draw the line. Okay, wait. So I got this one line. Okay, this line, you don't know where is the midpoint. Means that the middle point you don't know. You also don't know the length. So you cannot measure using your ruler and then just point the midpoint there. Because the purpose of this question, they're asking you to use the your compasses in order to find the midpoint. Okay, so just now we learned about perpendicular bisector, how to draw it. Okay, I also told you the line will cut exactly in the middle. So by using that concept, you can find the midpoint of this line. Okay, so we're gonna draw perpendicular bisector for this line segment. Okay, again, you need to make sure the length of your compasses need to be more than half. Okay, I already extend like this. Okay, next, I put my needle point at the end of the line. Then I draw my curve. Okay, and then I didn't change the length. You can, okay, then draw another line. Okay, alright. Then connect the two intersection point. There you are. Okay, so where's the midpoint of the line? So here is the midpoint of the line. Okay, is it clear, everyone? Okay, so what is it? Whatever position of the line that you have, when you draw compasses, when you want to draw perpendicular bisector, you need to use the same method. Okay. Let me conclude on this. The first thing that you need to make sure you have a straight line. Okay. If they're asking you to draw the line with a certain length, so you need to draw exactly, follow the length given. Okay. Then you need to use your compasses. You need to make sure the length of your compasses, when I say length of the compasses, is a distance between the needle point to the drawing point. Okay, so the length of your compasses need to be at more than half than your line segment. Okay, need to be more than half. Then you draw the first curve by putting the needle point at the end of the line like this, and then you draw your first curve, and then not changing the length. By not changing the length, need to have the same length. Okay, repeat the same step. Okay, And then after you have the two curves intersect with each other, find a point and then you connect the 2 points with a straight line. Okay, one more important rule is to always use pencil when you want to draw. Okay, I suggest you to use 2B pencil. Okay, having a sharp. Okay, this one also not that sharp. Okay, make sure you're having a sharp pencil. Okay, like this one actually cannot. Okay, you will have a thicker line. Some of you have a problem to draw. Understand? Okay. Alright. So now, by now you should be able to know how to draw the perpendicular bisector. Remember, perpendicular bisector can be used to find the midpoint. And you will form a same line segment. Okay? And also 90-degree angle. Okay? This is 90-degree angle. Alright. So now let's move to the last part. Okay. The bisector of an angle. How to draw the bisector of an angle. Just now you learned about perpendicular bisector. Okay, bisector means like two sector. Okay, so when you say bisector of line, means that from here to here and from here to here. So one sector, another one sector. So you have bisector, two sector like this. And then when you say the bisector of an angle is something that you need to understand, is something like this. So I have an angle. This is the angle. Okay, when I want to find what is a bisector, okay, I need to make this angle into two parts which have the same one. So the line will be exactly in the middle like this. So we'll create two more angle which is same. One angle A and angle B. Okay, A and B. A is always same with B because it's a bisector of an angle. Okay, now number one, how to construct the angle bisector of 70-degree angle. Okay, so this is where you need to use your compasses. Okay, I'm using Mr. Evan one. Okay, now, all right. First, draw a straight line. Okay, make it bigger so it'll be easier for you to work with. And then you measure 70 degrees. So if you got problem to draw using compass, your protractor, please inform your teacher and we will help you. Okay, now start the line. It start from 0 and this line should be stop at the middle. And it will be in this middle. Okay, then 70 degree. So because I start at 0, so 70 here. Okay, 70 degree. Draw the angle of 70 degree. Okay, there you are. So basically this one is 70 degree. Okay, you can 70 degree angle. Okay, next, to find the bisector, what you need to do, okay, right, okay, this one, right, needle point and drawing point. You put your needle, you extend a bit only, no need to be a bit only. Okay, you put your needle point at here, the midpoint, at the end point of this angle. Okay, then what you draw a curve that pass through the two line like this. Okay, then what you need to do, extend is a bit more. Okay, right, then put the needle point on the each intersection and then draw small curve like this. Okay, repeat the same step at this intersection. And then draw. Okay, then connect this intersection with the curve to this. There you are. So you have a bisector of the angle. So if I measure, because total is 70, what? So in order to be bisector, this one need to be 70 degree. This one also need to be 70 sorry, 35 degree. 35 and also 35 degree. 35 plus 35 is 70. So let's check. You see, it's exactly cut through at 35 here. Okay? Understand? So same goes with the one on top. Try again, see? You see, it's exactly at 35 also. So you did it correct. Okay? Alright, next. Let's try another one more question so that you have a better understanding. Use a protractor to draw 50 degree angles and then construct the angle bisector. Okay, again, you need to draw 50 degree angle. Okay. Why don't you guys try to pause the video for a while and then try yourself and check the answer. Okay? Okay, so how? Can you do it? Sorry. So how can you do it? Okay, so you see I already draw for you here. Okay, first of all, I draw this angle, 50 degree angle. So you can check here. Yes, it's 50 degree angle. Okay, next, I bisect the angle. How do I do that? Okay, then first thing, I put a needle point here and then I draw the curve. I need to make sure the curve pass through these two lines. Okay, and then what I do, I stand this compasses a little bit more. Okay, then I put my needle point at the intersection here and then draw the curve. And also do the same thing. I didn't change the length. You cannot change the length. Okay, do the same thing here, draw the curve. Then after that, I just join this point to the intersection here. So I got a straight line. Okay, now time to check. Okay, 50 divided by 2 is 25. So I should be able to have 25 degree. See, exactly 25 degree on this side. Okay, one more side. Also 25 degree. Okay, so that's how you find the angle bisector. Okay, you need to be able to draw that. Okay, it's very simple as long as you make a practice on it. Okay, now I have an extra question to do, you guys. Okay, so I advise you to do it yourself first and then check my answer. Okay, check the answer with mine. Okay, can you construct the equilateral triangle? Okay, so for those who don't know, let me explain a little bit on how to draw it. Okay, first thing, because they said equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle, basically a triangle that having the same length on each side. So if you said 5 cm, here be 5, here also 5, here also 5. Okay, so because of the same length for all the three sides, you need to have equal angle all the three sides. Okay, so how to know the angle? Okay, so total interior angle for the triangle is always 180. Okay, so 180 you divide by 3, you will get 60. Okay, means that for every side, for every angle in this triangle, it will be 60 degree. So you need to use that information in order for you to draw the triangle. Okay, now first thing, what I do, I draw the 5 centimeter length. Okay, this one is exactly 5 centimeter. And then I'm using the protractor. I measure 60 degree. I measure 60 degree and I make a point on top here. And then I do the same at this end, 60 degree also. Okay, 60 degree also, and also make a small point on top here. Then what I do, I draw the line. Okay, then I measure. You see, this one is a 5 centimeter. Okay, from here to here is 5 centimeter. Okay, from here to here also 5 centimeter. Okay, for those who are still confused on how to draw this, okay, ask your teacher about it. We will help you on it. Okay, next, bisect each angle to find the middle point of the triangle. Okay, so how to find the bisect angle? Okay, we do a normal, only that we need to do 3 times. Okay, so first thing, you put a needle point here, make the curve. Oops, I think better you do yourself and then check the answer later on. Okay, students, so how is it? Can you do it? Okay, so let's figure out the answer. So this is how it would be. Okay, so you see, I already found my middle point. Okay, so the question just now asked me to construct an equilateral triangle. I already shown you how to draw it. Okay, then I bisect each angle. So I use the same method like what I teach you previously on this. Okay, this one. So okay, I teach you already. So I need to do 3 times this round because I need to bisect all the angle. Okay, so I did this and then together this one and this one also. Okay, then I draw my bisector. Okay, angle bisector. So now after you draw everything, you found there is a one point that intersects all the three line. So this is what we call as a middle point of a triangle. Okay, this one can be only happen in the equilateral triangle because all the three sides is the same. Okay, so far I hope that you understand today's video. Okay, if you got any question, you can straight away ask your teacher. Okay, it's either me or Mr. Chan. Okay, so that's it for today. Please complete your homework. Okay, thank you. Sayonara. Bye bye.